Hey, well, I thought I'd come and tell you a little bit about my book, Hidden in Plain Sight. I never really intended to write a book. I was writing a monthly blog, and I was amazed for that when I actually wrote something, that I could really remember things better instead of just vague, whitewashed memories. And so, with the writing and then reading of it, I was able to experience parts of my story that I had not remembered. I saw the sorrow and the joy, and I saw the shame and the heroics. I actually began to own my story in a new way. And then before that, there was another reason that caused me to write, and that's when my father was in Columbus, Ohio, in a hospice care facility for 19 days. And when I went home to be with him during that time, I opened his closet door, leaving the facility for an afternoon, and hidden in plain sight was his 5-year diary from the time he was a 15-year-old having 2 paper routes during the Depression, and then up into the Navy when he was stationed in a wooden minesweeper in the Mediterranean. And so many questions I wished I would have asked, but it was too late. It was too late. And then a year later, my mother had a heart attack, and the same thing happened. I went home after the funeral to my parents' home and opened her closet door. And lo and behold, again, there was her 5-year diary on the shelf, hidden in plain sight. And she started as a 17-year-old going off to college, and then some of her tales during the war in California, hopping on trains, working as secretaries for the war. I'm like, why didn't I know this before? And I really, really missed out on knowing my parents in deeper ways. And I didn't want to do that for my own children and even my grandchildren, who love me dearly, but they're not going to be curious probably until I'm no longer on this earth. So this book has just turned out to be precious for my children, for my grandchildren, and I hope it's a model so you can see the holiness of your own story, so you can realize the importance of leaving a legacy of these stories for your children and grandchildren. It'll most likely be one of the greatest inheritances that you will leave for them. So I hope for you to write your story, and I hope that the questions in my book might prompt you to remember things in your own life that you will share for your family's sake. Thanks. Bye.